Overall, I really enjoyed this course. The professor really took the time to make sure that all of our needs were met and had everything I needed to do to complete the projects. Thank you. I try to do that.
She makes the class awkward. I am a little awkward, but most professors are.
The course instructor reminded me of Mr. Clean, but more awesome.
One was for a class called Group Dynamics, in which you learn about groups. And the response from that student was, good class, too many groups. How can I teach group dynamics if I don't put you in a group?
Too many emails.
Joe Glass is the best, but he does talk a lot. I mean a lot.
He's very relevant.
Too many emails again.
Great teacher, really knowledgeable. However, I feel he didn't give enough explanation of the projects or enough time in class to do them. I don't know, I think we totally just heard that I gave you time in class to do them.
Not such a good teacher. He should drop the GL from his last name.
Audio production is boring. What? Who wrote this? Yarabini?
Sorry.
Another one kind of confuses me. It says, Anne was great. My name's Bob. I don't understand that.
You send out way too many emails. Okay, I think I get the point. Too many emails, duly noted.
Sweet pants, cool shoes, sick bow ties, nice shiny dome.
At first, I was very scared for this class. We do secretly enjoy instilling a little bit of fear in students to make you work a little harder. Just a heads up.
He's always on time and never canceled a class. Wait, we can cancel classes? Nobody told me this. We're doing that next semester.
Wear less pink. No.
This class was a train wreck.
The only thing I disliked was the fact that the class was 3 hours long, and the lectures sometimes were boring, but Joe did his best to make it entertaining. Yeah, I'm so glad I wore that chicken costume that one day and had a fight with Peter Griffin. That was awesome.
On the front of one eval, they used to have a fill-in-the-blank slot where you could then fill out the Likert scale. They filled in one of the slots on the front. They wrote in manliness. I got a 4 out of 7. I guess that's above 50%. That's pretty good.
Anything else? You sure? Okay, thanks.
There's a lot of these out there. I like this video because I think there's still this element of seriousness to it. And there's a range of different comments. One woman, she gets the point, she sends too many emails. And that I actually think is a good bit of feedback. So this is the lady, she gets too many emails and she'll show up a couple times saying, I get it. For this gentleman, there's a lot of comments on how he looks. And that's something that comes up too. And the point is that sometimes students focus in on things that we have no control over. We think we're sending out emails to be, really clear and informative, and there are students that appreciate that, but then other students say it's too much, or there's something about the way you look and they focus on that, and you just get a whole range of comments. So there's a whole bunch of these on the internet. I like this one because it seemed more professional and seemed a lot more like comments that I've heard and seen. If you really are interested, you can go down a rabbit hole. There are some really nasty comments, and I've never found William and Mary students to be nasty in their comments. There could be some opportunities to improve, but that was sort of the take I had on this. So I hope you enjoy that. For real, truths about student evaluations. Something to take in. To remember is that no matter what you do, some students are going to like you, no matter what. They like the way you look. You remind them of somebody. They've made up their mind almost the second they've sat in that course. And it might have to do with they like the content of the course, and almost nothing you have done has influenced that. And the flip side of that is no matter what, some students are not going to like you. You've got the same name of their arch enemy from some other time and place, and they have made up their mind that they don't like you. And so you're going to have these two different groups. What I encourage you to do in your evaluations is reach everybody in between, right? You're not going to change the mind really of anyone who doesn't like you or people who love you no matter what. But the group in between is who I think you should really reach for, particularly in trying to make sure they complete the evaluations. You don't have these two polarizing views, which can lead to a lot of confusion when you're trying to understand your teaching evaluation.
But then how do you make sense of the fact that whenever I get a bad evaluation, even if I put a class of 100 people, that's the one that I pay attention to?
Well, I'm glad you said that, because that's what we all do, that we all focus and hone in on that one negative bit of feedback. And I would encourage you to focus on just as many positive bits of feedback. And if you know that bit of positive feedback that, oh my gosh, he's so awesome, he's the kindest, he's the nicest, he's the smartest, most genius person, you don't take that to heart either, right? You know you're not a genius. But you worked really hard at that class and you appreciate that. Same way, don't take that, whatever the negativity is, to heart either. So remember that you've got these two groups and they're not real reflections of you or the class, I think. One's overly positive, one's overly negative.